longer golf clubs. With the shorter golf clubs, more of that pull with a slight fade, so ball starting to the left, fading back to the right, and occasionally you're going to start seeing some shanks too. So these are all fundamental issues that are caused a lot from your setup position. So before we go into those positionings, I want to talk to you real quick about what's happening in the golf swing. The golf swing is a upward and downward motion because the golf ball is being played on the ground, and it's also to the side of us, so we have to have an element of turning. So the turning happens from our shoulders and our hips. Our shoulders turn to the right for a right-handed player. Your hips are going to follow. What makes the golf swing go upward is your arms and your hands. So you have an element where you're pointing the golf club at where you want the ball to go at the top of your swing. These players typically have issues because they start to go a little bit too round with their body. Their arm gets below their shoulders, and both their shoulders and their arms kind of have the same look at the top of their golf swing. So in the golf swing, we have different planes of motion. So the shoulders make a pitch in the shoulders or plane in the shoulders that are going to be a little bit flatter than what your lead arm should look like. So your lead arm should be a little bit above your plane of your shoulders. The shoulders are going to be slightly flat, and the lead arm is going to be a little bit more upright in that. The players that have a tendency to get the path to come from the outside to the in actually have the shoulders and the arms match a lot more, and you're going to see that golf club be pointed a little bit more to the left at the top of the swing. So when these are happening, this is causing you to kick your path out and come over the top and have all these different issues, and it's a very, very simple reason. It happens in your setup position. If you get the ball too far forward in your golf swing, so playing too close to your lead foot, it points your shoulders more to the left. When it points your shoulders more to the left, you're going to have a hard time getting the arms to swing upward. It's going to be a little bit more across your shoulder and lower or flatter. And then from there, there's only one place you're really going to go, and to kick the golf club up a little bit more vertical. So what I would suggest to these players to do is move the ball position back in the stance. What that's going to give you the ability to do is turn your shoulders a little bit more to the right. And then from there, your thought process is really just getting your arms to swing back and swing through, and don't really concentrate too much on your shoulders. Make sure that the arms are doing more of the motion in this golf swing. Your shoulders will then follow your arms as they swing the golf club up and down. So that's what's going to cause this fix. If that doesn't work for you too well, I want you to go back to a drill I might have mentioned in some other videos, and that's placing your feet together. This is going to get you the sensation of your arms swinging a little bit more freely. Once you have that sensation, go ahead and go back to the normal stance and see how it benefits you. Try to get that same sensation of your arms swinging up and down. Your body's going to respond. You're going to start to see the arms swing the golf club a lot more vertical, where your arm, your lead arm, is going to start to make a different plane, a little bit steeper plane than your shoulders do. If you start hitting shots a little bit more out to the right, or starting out to the right, or shots that are typically hitting behind the golf ball, the only thing you need to add to this is a more turning of your left hip on the downswing. This is going to help your left hip point left to help get the golf club to return back to square and return back to the golf ball at the low point aspect. So you're going to go from hitting the golf ball back here, hitting the ground back here with the path a little bit more right, and then you're going to start turning your left hip to the left a little bit more deliberately, and that's going to get the path to get back to the end-to-end path and get the contact to happen more squarely with the back of the golf ball. So when we're going through these fixes and we're going through these diagnostics, some of the other things that might happen to you when you are making this motion, golf ball being played too forward, shoulders, arm a little bit more on the same plane on the backswing, you're going to have the golf club kick out so dramatically. It's going to be open at the top of the swing, and then it's going to kick out so dramatically, occasionally you're going to hit it with the heel of the golf club. So that's where the shanks really come in. So paying attention to all these things that are happening with your ball flight on a regular basis, and occasionally you're going to hit some really good shots. Occasionally these are going to show up. So if you're going to have these shots show up more than that, that's when you start implementing these practices. If you're still starting to see more of that slicing after fixing the ball position and after swinging the arms freely, simply take the V's on both your hands and turn them a little bit more toward your trail shoulder. By doing this, you're going to strengthen the club face and get the club faces closed a little bit easier. You're going to know that you've done this too much if the ball starts hooking to the left. So if you found this video helpful, guys, make sure to comment below and share it with a friend. like the video, all that fun stuff. I appreciate it. And if you do enjoy the content that I'm creating so far, make sure you subscribe because there's only more going to be coming. So let me know if you have any questions. If this confuses you, feel free to comment. I'm going to answer all the questions that come up for this. And then again, if you feel like it's helped you and it's going to help a friend, make sure to share it, give it a like, and make sure you subscribe. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Big Kurt, we'll talk to you soon. Deuces.
Let me see, hey, but you